Sometimes winter gives you a gift, a still day, clear skies, sparkling snow, and a mountain that lets you walk in reverent silence across its summit. This is Streap, climbed at the turning of the year. But the Highlands are famously fickle. Our one perfect day was balanced by storms, rain, hail and wind.
Back to Fort William in the rain.
But we'll leave the storms behind and step into some precious winter sunshine. This is the Glenfinnan Viaduct, built at the end of the 19th century.
Over 100 odd years old now, over 120 odd years old. The centenary was in 1997. It was constructed in July 1897. It was a pioneer work in mass concrete.
Now known worldwide for the Harry Potter films, it draws visitors in their hundreds, all waiting to see the steam train crossing those huge arches. Beyond the viaduct, the crowds fall away. The estate track leads us quietly towards Corryhully Bothy.
Well, here we are in the Corryhully Bothy, one with electric lights. A little bit untidy, looks like they're going to be doing a bit of work, but yeah, nice little shelter and pretty good for having some electricity in boiler kettle. We're on our way up the street, and that's across to the Corryhully road. We've just crossed over the river where the Bothy is. There's Sue, and we're going up that col, hopefully not too much hard work, but we'll see. Sue's idea of an easy route, so we'll see if it works out.
Really, this hill should be called Steep, not Streap, because we've just stopped to cough up a lung.
On cue.
Yeah, right on cue. But look at the views. Really good. We're not far from the path now.
Sunlight there, so it can't be far up. Okay, well, you'll be able to see that I'm pouring with sweat, and just looking back towards the Highlands, there's Sue. I'm just going to pan around this other way because the weather behind us is just awesome, and yeah, just behind me is where we're headed. But some awesome scenery up here. Just a few flurries of snow, but the Northwest Highlands are just bathed in sunshine. There's not a breath of wind. It's perfectly still. It's warm. Hence I'm sweating so much, but it's incredible. Just spin round and just give you a view. That's where we're headed, up on the summit of Streap. And there's the Corryhully Horseshoe, one rose, across to Moidart, Sue on the end, and if I just keep coming round, that's down across the Ben Nevis range. Not quite as good today as we're getting here. Well, just come over another top and en route to Streap, a little bit of mist just coming over. There's Sue just in front. and right where we've come from, and that's the summit ridge onto Streap. Wow, there's a goes to Glenfinnan, another hills in the northwest Highlands.
Well, it's almost Himalayan, that.
Look at this. Beautiful, I think you're right, so it's almost, for all you know, this could be an alpine or a Himalayan peak. Could it be a peak almost anywhere? This, it's so good.
Down there as well.
This mist just swirling around just because there's not a breath of wind on here. Okay folks, there's a little panorama for you. I'll put you away while we ascend this last slope, and if we do a little bit of drone footage, here it is.
Summit of Streap. Beautiful winter day. It's Dave just coming up the ridge.
Weightless, I am weightless.
That is magnificent. I'm going to have to stop filming so I can take a photograph of that. Bye for now.
Well, here we are on the summit of Streap. Mist lingering around. Just come up that ridge. We're going to have a spot of lunch here, and then going to head down. And off we go, saying goodbye to the summit. Maybe I forgot my poles. And there's my buddy. So,
I'd die a million times for you. I follow you with every step that you take. I will give you everything, my all. But for you, I'm a god.
one of our best days out this. It's when you're on a ridge like this. I'll have to put the camera away now and start and concentrate a little bit. You just see the long shadow just cross the river. You just maybe make out up there through the crags. I don't know how, but just over there in the centre of frame, that's where we found our way down. And just across this river, just up above where Sue is, there's the track which leads out.
Some months later, I came back here on my own, a quiet March weekend, exploring the slopes around Streap.
Days like this just, well, they don't happen often enough, but when they do, they're very special.
And thinking back to that extraordinary winter day, it was magical in its own way. There were hundreds of singing frogs.
I wonder if you can hear that. It's the frogs. There's loads of them and they're all croaking. Listen.
Familiar stags, a briefly lost camera,
No more Osmo, no more Fuji.
and nights spent camped beneath a magnificent sky.
Ground is just starting to glow, and yeah, we're warm, we're sweating. That's our way out. Follow that through there, it'll take you through to Loch Arkaig and other beautiful places. Today, that was our beautiful place, and couldn't wish for anything any better or any better company in Sue life.
And now we just got to walk out along this path for a few miles, which doesn't look too shabby.
The end of a perfect day and the beginning of a new year. Thank you for sharing this one with us. I hope you've enjoyed spending time on Streap, and I hope you'll join us again soon.
Cheers!
If you'd like to see more, you're very welcome to subscribe, leave a like or share the film. Until next time, cheerio!